stellar bodies, and now, you know what he does? He creates them. He has a chisel in his back pocket that he calls exercise. And I think he's gonna show you a few things. He's got an amazing story that, you know, you might identify with. I know I did. But Jonathan, that's Mr. Ross. Mr. Ross, how you doing, man? Welcome.
Thank you much. All right. So how's everybody doing? We having fun with the challenge so far? Get some pictures taken, getting some goodies to get you started. Well, we're going to play a little game to get started today. And the game's going to be a little bit of a variation on a game you all know. You ever been out somewhere and someone guesses your weight? And if they get it right, they get a prize. Well, I'm not going to guess anybody's weight today. We're going to do that a little bit differently. You're going to make a guess at some weight for me, but you're not going to guess my body weight. We're going to make it even harder for you. We're going to give you an opportunity to guess how much both my parents' weight was together at their heaviest. So what I'm going to do is just ask for some numbers. When you call out, whoever gets closest gets a prize. So just start calling out numbers. Make sure I can hear them.
740.
All right, that's enough. The closest was 799, right here. 799 pounds. And because she did that, she gets a nice Discovery Health duffel bag. All right, so not a bad guess. That was almost right on the money. That's great. So I've had an experience with 800 pounds of parents. The actual weight was 794, but it's 800 pounds of parents. So I'm not your average fitness trainer, I can tell you. I've seen things that make me understand what it's like when you struggle to get fit. I understand all the challenges that you're facing in your quest to get fit. I know what it's like to live that way. I've seen it. I've seen what a lack of fitness does to the quality of your life. So, talking about how that played out for me, in 1995 my father was 424 pounds, and that's when he died. Now, for most people that's a tragic thing, but for me it lit a spark for me to do what I do today, which is to work as a fitness trainer. I've been doing it for 10 years and I've been able to tremendously impact a lot of people's lives, and I'm so thankful for having that opportunity. So the counterpoint to this story that's a little more positive is at that time that my father died, my mother was 370 pounds, and she has since turned her life around, and she's about 200 now, and she's very active, and she's just got a great life now. So it's a nice counterpoint to the tragic story of my father, and I'm happy to be here because of that to you today. So I understand what it's like in a quest to get fit. I know it's not easy. So what I'm going to do is explain some things to you that I hope will help make your understanding and, more importantly, your mindset of how you approach fitness a little bit more useful to you as you go through the National Body Challenge. So first off is one thing we can all agree on, no matter where we're from, no matter if we're rich, poor, or young and old, is that what's the biggest challenge for you in exercise? The biggest challenge? Not having enough what? Time, right? We don't have enough time. Nobody has enough time to exercise. I'll let you in on a secret. I don't have enough time to exercise either. Who out there is busy? Put your hands up, or I know you're so busy you can't even put your hands up. We're all so busy, right? People that are fit are very busy, right? You know anybody who's fit who's not busy? People that are unfit are also busy. So your choice comes down to, do you want to be fit and busy or unfit and busy? Because we're all going to be busy anyway. So we all have the same 24 hours, the same challenges of time. So then we tie in to what your fitness values are, why you care about fitness. Sometimes people say something to you about what fitness will do for you, and it just doesn't motivate you because it doesn't speak to you. So what I'm going to ask each of you to do is to think about the things that you care about, the people you care about, the activities that you enjoy, and uncover what I call your fitness values. And what this is simply what fitness allows you to do. It may allow you to do something you've never done before, or you may have done previously and would like to do again. It may allow you to have more stamina when playing with your children or your grandkids. It can let you go chase butterflies or anything that you're into. Whatever you like to do, fitness makes it better. Fitness gives you the opportunity to do things, and there's something that every single one of you cares about that fitness will make better for you. And if you key into what that is as you are making fitness changes, you will be much more likely to stick with what you're going through. So now I'm going to ask you, if you want to decide to be a horror movie victim or a hero, okay, so as you go through your fitness challenge, you get to decide if you want to be a horror movie victim or a hero. So think about it like this. What do we know about people in horror movies when they're trying to run away from the bad guy? They slow down. Why? Because they're looking over their shoulder and they're running away like this. And what happens when they're looking that way but they're running this way? They fall and they get caught by the bad guy. So if you're setting fitness goals and you're saying things like, I don't want to look fat in my wedding dress, or my clothes are just too tight, I feel fat and disgusting, I'm tired of feeling this way, I'm tired of looking this way, and it's all negative, 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 guess what your mind does? It starts to set up with fitness being negative. And you're trying to achieve a fitness goal that's positive while you're looking back at what you're trying to get away from. So just like in the horror movie, if you're trying to run away from the bad guy, why look at the bad guy? If you want to get to the safeness over here, go towards that spot, look at it, run to it. So when you set fitness goals, you want to use the same type of language. So we'll spin those same goals that I just mentioned for you that were set with negative terminology and turn it around for you so you can find a more positive experience. So how about I want to look great in my wedding dress? Now I know there's a scary thought seeing me in a wedding dress, but who knows? I want to look great in that bathing suit. I want my clothes to fit better. I want to feel better in my body and feel more capable in my body. See how that changes things? It's really the same goals. But it changes your perception of them because of how you put it. So it's called setting an achievement goal versus an avoidance goal. Do you want to achieve something great or do you want to avoid something bad? So think about that as you're understanding what you'd like to achieve out of the National Body Challenge as you go through the 8 weeks. So next we're going to talk about what fitness really is, because everybody's different. We've got different heights, different weights, different goals, different injuries. So what's fitness for all of us? Let me give you a really simple definition that I hope you'll be able to take with you so you can understand what fitness is for everyone out there, whether you're an athlete or whether you're just getting started with exercise for the first time. How about this? Fitness is being able to do whatever activities you enjoy or that you would like to do and feel good in your body while doing it. How's that sound? Pretty reasonable? It's a good place to be. Because you don't have to worry about your joints giving out on you. You're not going to worry if you get down on the floor to play with the kids, can I get back up again? It's not a concern for you. You're free to do whatever you like and you can trust that your body will be there for you when you do. And now the last thing I'm going to talk about before we do some exercises is I'm going to take away all of your guilt associated with exercise. How about that? Is that cool or what? You'll never have another feeling of guilt for not exercising again if you happen to miss a day, because it's going to happen to all of us. Exercise will always be a challenge for us, and here's why. I want you to step back in time with me, and we're going to go back to a time when we didn't have computers and couches and TVs and cars and remote controls and everything that takes every little bit of activity away from us. We're going to go back to a time when we had to live by spending a lot of energy just to survive day to day. So first we have to go out and we have to hunt, kill, clean and then cook dinner, or all the meals. We have to build our own shelter. We have to fight off predators. We have to chase away warring tribes. We're just getting really tribal here. We're getting very active. We have to move a lot every day just to live, just to stay alive. One more day, you had to spend a terrific amount of energy. You had to burn off a lot of calories just to live. So guess what your brain does now? Your brain says, great, when you climb on that treadmill, and you're going nowhere, you're not running away from anything, so stop, because when that cheetah comes out later and starts chasing you, you're not going to have any energy left. You need to sustain that energy so you have it available so you can run away from that saber-toothed tiger that's going to come out from around the corner and get you. The reality is your brain doesn't know, because we live in modern times and are relatively new. Your brain doesn't know that we don't need to have a lot of activity-based survival. We can go through a day being totally inactive and not have any consequences for that. No one will kill us. No one will take our cave. It'll be fine. So we live in a world where our brain is telling us conserve energy so it's there for you when you need it. So you're subconsciously every day fighting that little battle inside your brain that's going, wait a minute, hold on to that energy, because if we spend it now on the treadmill or we spend it now on the weight machines, we're not going to have it available to us when we need it to stay alive. Does that make sense? Take away the guilt, because guess what? I struggle with a workout every now and then too. It's hard for me to get motivated just like as you. I'm a human being just like you are. So now I'd like to talk to you about a way to exercise that you can do anywhere, because the two things that we have with us, no matter where we go, no matter where we are, is our body and gravity. So if we can use our body and gravity to exercise, That's great, because now we're not limited by time, space, or equipment. We can do it almost anywhere in any weather conditions. So what I need is someone that is here with one or more of their children who's willing to get up on stage. Please come on up. I need 3 people, at least 1 adult with at least 1 child. Bring them up with you. And we're going to do some fun exercise using the equipment you made yourself, your children. Come on up. What's that? 3? Come on up. We need at least 2, so that's fine. We can do 1, and you've got 3 with you, so bring them up. Okay, so what we're going to do is show you some exercises we can do with the kids. Come on, let's get moving. They're like, wait a minute, I'm not going up on that stage with that crazy looking dude. He was talking about wearing a wedding dress later. They don't want to come up here, be with me. Okay, we got enough to work with. If she's not comfortable with that, she can stay. I don't think she's coming. All right, let's do this. Let's have you start to squat. Okay, put your hands on your hips and start to squat. And let's see, I think I know you want to do something, don't you? I think Mom looks like she needs a shove. So let's start shoving Mom. Why don't you do the same thing? Let's get you squatting a little bit. But we're going to make a little difference. You come over here on the other side of Mom. And she's going to start to squat. You can push her around a little bit. Let's give her a little shove. Give her a little love. Come on, push me now. Push her now. Make her work hard. Mom's getting the balance challenge. Here we go. All right, we're looking good. Now put your arms out like this and put your palms together. Palms together. Okay, keep pushing her as she squats. Keep pushing her as she squats. Now we're going to give you a little bit of sideways motion. We're going to give you a little bit of sideways motion. You do the same thing, arms out. Don't worry, we're going to switch in a minute. Okay, here we go. Try to hold it still. Fight me. Keep pushing. Come on, come out here. Push your mom. Shove her. Shove her all directions. Give her all directions. Then knock her over. Give her a good balance challenge. Here we go. All right, let's take a little break. Let's take a little break. You thought the fun was over, but now we switch it up. Yeah, you got to squat now. You think it was all going one way. It's not happening. Okay, so you get to squat now. You ready? Go ahead and squat. And guess what? Mom, you get to push a little bit. So, don't worry, I'll help you out. I know you got 2 of them to deal with. Let's start squatting. Let's move. Come on, drop down. Here we go. We're going to give a little shove. Give a little love. Give a little shove. Here we go. They're getting a good balance challenge. They're feeling their abs working even as they're squatting. And we're not even done yet. Okay, ready to go for a ride? You guys keep going on your squat here. Now, would you describe that as pretty challenging? Getting kind of shoved around makes everything work. And I want everybody to look at what was on their faces. Smiles? Did we see smiles when we were working out? It's unbelievable. It's not even possible. I didn't know that was possible. I thought working out had to be miserable in order for you to feel better. Well, now you've seen how you can do exercise that involves the equipment you made yourself, and you can feel better doing it. You have time to spend more time with the family. Now, I've put together all these exercises in a workout manual called Family Fit Plan. And a lot of great exercises. You can check it out online at familyfitplan.com. And as a nice thank you for my subjects, they're going to get to have a copy of it to take with them today. So thank you very much. There's that for you. And there's one for you. Now, before you leave the stage, we need you to duck around behind as soon as you're done, because they have a little form they need you to sign. Step right around. And let's give them a hand. That was a pretty tough workout. And remember, they were working out and smiling together. So I thank you for giving me your attention today. I hope you have a truly wonderful 8 weeks in the National Body Challenge. And if you're just getting started at fitness, I hope it's the last time you ever get started again. Thank you.